Hello, hello. So, I'm on my way home. I think I'm in Mississippi, but I might be in Louisiana, but I don't think I've made it to Louisiana yet. Sorry, I'm scrolling. I have little notification bubbles popping up, but I'm at the Sonic, eating real healthy on the road. I am telling you, I have got to do better. I lost like 30 pounds, because I really needed to. And spending this much time on the road has made it very difficult to eat healthy. I keep stopping at truck stops and just getting like whatever I can, like a salad or something healthy, but god dang, some of these little towns back here, they don't have anything. Like, it's, don't mind mascara, ew, gross, sorry. They don't have anything. They were just like Sonic and McDonald's, that's it. And I know they have salads and wraps and things, but I'm not gonna do it. I've been making these videos because I wanted to kind of like let everybody follow me on all my little side hustles, so maybe something would strike you and you would be like, hey, I think I could do that, and this is the good and the bad and the ugly that goes along with it, how I got started, how I scaled it, whatever. So I'm just giving my prices and all the things away and for free. That is what this video was about. I built my entire clinic business off of one free private clinic that I did in Arkansas. I made the trip. I taught 3 people. I went home. That turned into a big business. And when I say big, I'm not making like $1 quadrillion because my prices obviously are very low. But I'm selling out, and so when I sell out, it does pay for the trip and some extra, which is nice because I get paid to talk about barrel racing, which is very cool. But it all started because I decided to do something for free. It's something that a lot of people really struggle with when they start a business and they start even just a little side hustle, whatever they want to do. They don't want to work for free. Let me tell you, especially trying to build this kind of business when I don't futurity and I don't rodeo has been very difficult because people are like, who the hell does she think that she is? Well, turns out after 4 years, people are like, crazy. People who don't rodeo for a living or futurity for a living, there are some of us and others, lots of others, that are just horsemen and just kind of know some things about some things because we get to sit on a lot of them and we're just not insta famous. I don't know. But so it took 4 years, 4, maybe 5, going on 5, I think, of doing these private clinics for free. Okay, I just went to Alabama. When I say free, I obviously charge them $100, $200, whatever. I don't even cover my diesel. I just came to Alabama. That means I drove 16 hours to teach for 3.5 to drive 16 hours back. I may or may not be able to make that full trip. I did make the full trip there, not to Alabama, but to Mississippi, and then had another 3 hours to Alabama the next day. Stayed with a friend of mine. It is rough. I spend way more money than I charge people. I'm probably $300, $400 in the red, just this trip alone. And I do this a lot. And let me tell you why. What happens is, I show up. Now, these people know me. One of the girls was new. But I show up. My GPS, bro, it's just, I'm just sitting here. I show up, and they may or may not know me from Facebook, or maybe word of mouth, or girlfriend said something. Maybe they were just invited by the whoever paid for the clinic. Because the way I do it, they, send me $200 and you can invite 2 friends. Y'all can sit on as many horses as you want to. You can take us all day long. I'll show up, at the location you choose. It could be in your backyard, it could be in the pasture, or it could be an arena that you choose to rent. Whatever, let me know. Date and time, I'll be there. And I have. And so I show up, I teach, I go home. I don't charge hotel. Sometimes diesel. I mean, like this, obviously, I spent way more than $200, especially with diesel going up. I stayed with a friend, so that was nice. It doesn't include time away from my family or anything like that. For free, hoping that it goes well, and they jump on Facebook or Instagram or whatever social media they choose, and they post a picture, and they say, I had a really good time at this clinic. I learned a lot. Or in a couple weeks, they make a run, and they go, yay, we fixed it. Thank you, Courtney Taylor Clinics. That's it. So I will spend 32 hours in the truck, 3 days away from my family, and come back $600 in the red, in which I will have to call my husband and say, can you please Venmo me some money because I've run out. Hopefully, so that the people I just taught will get on Facebook, Insta, wherever, talk to their girlfriends or their boyfriends about it, and say, hey, she was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. And then they talk enough other people into wanting to talk to me or having me come back out for a public clinic. And the public clinics, it's not that I charge any more for. The math ends up being about the same when you break it down. But obviously I'm teaching more people. So then I'm actually making a profit. So 32 hours in the truck, 4 days away from home for a Facebook post. A lot of people are not willing to do it. I can tell you, if you do it, and you stick with it, and you do not quit, and you do a good job when you get there, if you will make yourself of value, more value than what you charge, you will always have work. Every single year, you will have more and more and more. And every year, although I work for free, a lot, still, every year, I make more and more and more and more money. I sell out more clinics. I teach more people. I sit on new horses. I go to a new state. I have basically been everywhere in the United States, like all the corners except for the Northeast. I'm trying to get there. Like, there's a lot of interest there in Virginia. And I don't know if that's considered the Northeast. I couldn't tell you where Virginia is on a map. I'm bad with stuff like that. I just follow the purple line on my GPS. But I think it's that way from Texas. So, if so, I'm trying to get there. Next year we're doing things different because, like, mileage is starting to get taxed. I can't get on a plane because I don't have the vaccine. Also, you're not sticking that big Q-tip up my nose. It's not political. It's just I already had COVID and I don't want to get the shot too. I just don't. Not for a while. Not until I know about some things. And so, flying is not an option. And when you drive 60,000 miles a year, minimum, the taxes are going to kill me. So, the mileage thing that they're trying to do. So, next year, I'm hoping to only leave home 6 or 7 times and go to just kind of make it an event. Like, when I show up, like, one day is going to be an audit clinic. I'm going to bring 3 or 4 horses with me. One day will be an audit clinic. The next day will be a club clinic. And then the next day or 2 or 3, I will spend time going around that area in that state, putting on the private clinics. And I will already be there because the public clinic will have paved the way. And I can start paying back some of these clubs that have graciously let me use their facilities for these clinics and never offered to make, they've never billed me a dime. A lot of them have fed everybody at the clinics and never asked for a dime, and most of them tip me before I leave, and so I leave with more money than I even made in the clinic. And so I'm paying these guys back next year for sure. And Yeah, but this video is basically about working for free to make more money later. You have to. I don't care what you do. I don't care what you do. If you want to be successful enough, if you will give things for free, but of value, if you are of value, if your service is of value, people will pay you for it later. Happily, gladly, and without argument, you will be able to name your price later. So, work for free. It's not easy, and it sucks. And I'm fixing to have to text Corey and be like, "Honies, will you please Venmo me some money so I can come home? Because I'm out. I'm out for this trip. What I budgeted for this trip is gone. Minus 400. So, sucks. But already have plans to come back next year and make a whole event out of it, in which I will make enough money to pay myself back for the last 3 or 4 times I've come here and not made any more money, right? So that, it comes back to you. You have to freaking sow for free, so that you can make more money later. Nobody's gonna like this video because it's not anything about making money. But it kind of is, but it's not. But it's very, very hard to make yourself work for free. And a lot of people don't have the capital to do that, or the support system that I have with Corey to do that. So my advice to you would be to start locally and try to minimize cost. And if you decide to choose a business that maybe it doesn't involve driving all over the country or anything like that, or maybe an expensive machine that you got to take a loan out for, start very small. Invest in yourself. What are things you can do? Chiro, farrier, dentistry, massage, maybe invest in a laser gun, learn how to braid, learn how to groom, lope some horses, do things that don't cost a lot that you can do locally so that you are not eat up with expenses working for free for a little while, because you got to. You got to work for free. You have to provide the value. Once you provide the value and you get people hooked, they will pay you whatever you ask for later. Have a good day.